I'm here on Hotere Lane above Pearl Bay, which is effectively the Timatuku Marine Reserve. We have just 2 sections left out of 5. You will never have this opportunity again. Who better to tell you about it than the genius behind the project, Cyril Wright.
When I bought the land, I bought 240 acres that are behind us in around 1980. Planner, he looked at the plans and said, oh, we could get 34 houses in this bay. As planners do, they always try for the best, but that's not where I'm coming from. I really want to preserve the bay as it was. The councils at last agreed that we have 5 sections on the ridge. The council originally wanted the land to be divided up into 5 sections, and I didn't want that because I didn't want future subdivision. So I said that let's have a space between the sections, so if George beside me builds a house and cuts all his bush out, I've still got 10 metres between me and him that he can't touch. And then I put the other land into what we call a reserve, and so then the owner of 3 and 5 will have 1/5 undivided share of the section. And that means that as you look down from your section to Pearl Bay, you'll never be able to be built out. We've planted ourselves a couple of thousand plants and through the bush and along the ridge line. And in the future, it'll just get better and better. 1/5 share is of Jack's bush, and that is bounded on the other side by Connie's bush. We're getting a lot more birds around here now. Well, Ralph Hotere was a really beautiful man, and he really loved this place. I just wanted to acknowledge him as a friend of mine, and so that's why I called it Hotere Lane. And Jack's bush is after my father, Jack, and Connie's bush is after my mum, Connie, and that's John's bush, and that's a friend of mine that died last year, and 2 years ago now, in the States, an old friend of mine. A lot of people said I should put my name on it, but I don't need that. I've been thinking about who would this appeal to, and so far, I feel it would be either people that want to have a place for their kids to grow up with, really safe beach, they can come down and swim and play. It could be a permanent resident, or it could be a holiday home. Both works really well here. I did it originally so that I'd end up with this piece of land that goes up to the ridge line, which I thought I originally owned, but I found I didn't. When they did surveys, it's like the water tank I had on my property all of a sudden wasn't my water tank anymore. I think I would sum this whole thing up as this is a really beautiful, quiet place that is surrounded by bush, and the bush is getting better and better.
Titles will issue shortly, and what that means is you are the first owner of what will be one of the most prestigious new developments on Waiheke Island, truly New Zealand's paradise crown jewel. I'm David Palfreyman. If you want to know how to secure an amazing place to build your dream home, future-proof investments, and legacy for your family, please reach out to me.